Hello, what's going on, man?
Not much, man. How are you?
Fuck, man, what a week! Holy
Yeah.
shit!
Oh yeah, you've been running around like a chicken with the head cut off.
Yeah, welcome to fucking stinging insect hell, man.
Oh, that's my
Fuck.
time of year, man. That's
Oh,
my
dude.
fucking time of year.
Yeah, don't get me wrong, man. I fucking love it, but shit, man, it's. I'll be honest with you, it's kind of getting a little boring.
Oh,
Like
I'd be
it's like,
driving around
put
with a
on the
fucking
bee
chub all
suit, kill a
day.
nest, take it down. Put it in a bag, put it in your truck, forget about it. You know, throw up after you smell the dead and the decaying larvae. Put on the suit, do it again. Rinse and fucking repeat.
See, if I wore a bee suit and drove around all day, I'd look like a little fucking FEMA tent in my lap. I'd be chubbed up all day driving around like fucking kill something. It's gonna be
Dude,
great.
I shit you not, man. I gave up. There was a couple of times this week I just gave up taking the bee suit off in between stops. It's like I don't
Ugh.
care if you're 45 minutes fucking away. It's like I was just done, man. Because I mean, I love the bee suit. I've got the canvas one, and it's like you put it on and you feel protected, and but you also have to go through a lot of rigmarole. It's like you got to zip up the little thing at the cuff of the legs on each side. You got to reach out and get around it and pop that fucker over. You got to hope your lunch wasn't too heavy, so the zipper will actually make it all the way up. And then you got and then the bonnet. Holy shit, the bonnet, man. As like I got a bonnet that it's the kind with the the sombrero looking motherfucker. It's not the fencing,
It's the Pancho Villa one.
it's not the coup de grace. Yeah, it's the Capacho Villa one, right? And the mesh on it, for some reason, has started folding inward. So you put it on, and then you look up, and all of a sudden it's like doink. It's like the screen's right on your fucking face, right? And I did get nailed a couple weeks ago because of that. So another interesting situation. Did I tell you about the fleas last week?
You did, but let me say something real quick about the bonnet. Um, if you let that bonnet collapse, you leave yourself susceptible to getting a dog penis in the face.
Oh yeah. Oh man, I heard somebody got dominance established on him today.
You can take a dog penis right in the face, right in the
Oh,
face.
holy shit! Yeah, I'm sorry, but he already made it public, so let's go with this now. let me
Tater
scrounge it up here. Oh, Tater,
Tater saw that dog's tots.
Tater, you really fucking sold it off on this one. All right, so as the Tater goes, on the depot, he's like, certainly wasn't expecting this type of Friday action. Been to this client tons of times. Their 130-pound Rottweiler likes me, but usually doesn't like most strangers. Routine inspection, and sometimes she follows me around, and she doesn't around the lower levels. Sometimes she doesn't around the lower levels. Get down on my
Uh-huh.
hands and knees to check traps. Okay, mistake number one. Under the stove, and she tries to mount me from the front.
Oh.
Had me pinned for a few seconds. All right, yeah, I know somebody out there is getting hard. She wasn't playing around with the prison rule of go after the biggest guy and you become top dog. Eventually fought her off and scolded her, and she pouted in a corner in the living room for the rest of the service. She wasn't pouting, Tater. She was plotting.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's like Chuck Norris doesn't hide; he waits.
I'm gonna get my dog John in his face somehow.
Oh my god, the dog China. That's right. So okay, for getting pegged by a 130-pound female Rottweiler
Face
tater, just a
pegged.
tater. Yeah, you have my infinite respect. But I did have to ask Tater when I saw this. I said, "You didn't let her finish. What kind of person are you anyway?"
That's pretty damn selfish. That's
It
pretty
is,
selfish.
Yeah, he goes, I guess I am a selfish lover. I said, dude, you are. But, I'm trying to figure out how one would reestablish dominance. I guess you pee on her. I don't know. I'm sure the customer would frown on that, but,
He might have to do the mounting next time.
yeah, well, a butthurt Tater replied to that saying she's definitely not getting dog treats from me anytime soon. Christ.
No
You know
kibbles and
what?
bits.
I'll be honest with you. I kind of feel unloved because I can't remember the last time when I've been out on a route and a dog has actually tried to hump me.
Yeah,
Just
well, I'm sorry.
it's been
Your poor lonely leg.
well, no, I'm not don't get me wrong, I'm not disappointed. I'm just incredulous as to why, what the fuck, man? So maybe I exude the dominance. Actually, when I come into a house and Tater, I get it. You've been to this house several times. You had what you thought was a good rapport with this dog, and she decided she'd had enough of your shit and decided, okay, I need to let him know who runs this place. But usually when I walk in, it's like the dogs will come to me and they'll start working my, sniffing my legs and everything. And I'll just look at them. I'll say, "Drink it in, motherfucker. That's Max. That's my boy." It's like, and you ain't got nothing on him. So and it's usually cool after that.
Well, Russell Goswiller does think you're humpable, just so you know.
Oh, he does.
Oh, he's always thought you're humpable.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know what, to Russell, boing. Right. Mm-hmm.
Oh, so what the fuck else been going on, man? Anything good?
Oh shit! Let me tell you. Aside from Hornets, not much. William the Merciful took a vacation this week, and
Mm-hmm.
so I've been pretty much been Brad the Impaler at the office, and which is cool. Fortunately, I have a good enough staff that I don't have to worry about too much, and it's gone pretty well. He's managed to take carve out a couple of weeks out of his life to actually focus on himself this year, which has been
Good.
something he hasn't been able to do for years, which is awesome. And I definitely salute him for that. But I'll tell you what, man, in a few weeks I'm going to be on the road myself. The week of the 17th, I'm going to be out in the beautiful Smoky Mountains with my
Mm-hmm.
beautiful bride and my esteemed daughter and her boyfriend Meathead. So yeah. So I'm looking forward to a little bit of getaway time coming up here in a few weeks. So it's really been cool. And I'm totally looking forward to it because I have fried my last pound of Benton's bacon.
Oh, I got my last pound sitting in the fridge. I'm just gonna fry it up here next day or so.
Oh, you need to pound that fucker out. Yeah,
I
yeah.
will.
Get down off of that mountain, down to the foothills where the tomatoes actually grow. Find somebody that's gotten a good vine ripened tomato that for 50 cents or whatever. Pick that fucker up. Go over to the Food Lion, IGA, or Publix or whatever the fuck you got out there. Get you a head of lettuce and get your BLT on, man.
Oh, I'm gonna. There's a nice farm market right down at the bottom of the mountain, so I'm gonna give you
Hmm.
some good old tomatoes.
Oh
But
yeah, cool deal.
well, I got some warm and fuzzy for you.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. I was talking to Nick from New Jersey who submitted a story several episodes back, and
Uh
he's
huh.
the one that had the little tiny beautiful baby girl that just had surgery and she was recovering.
Hmm.
And I'm proud to let everybody know that she's doing absolutely fantastic. She's growing like a weed, and she's absolutely as cute as a button. So she's doing fantastic.
Nice.
Yeah,
I
I'm
am I
happy
am
to hear it.
totally glad to hear that. That is outstanding.
And that
And
little girl's
yeah, I
cute.
do.
Oh my god, she's
I
cute.
remember that story, and to hear that everything's going good, and that's great. The best thing, and I hope things get boring for him really soon.
Yeah, I can see
You know,
that because
I mean, there's nothing. There is
that means
nothing
nothing's
like.
wrong.
There's not a damn thing wrong with being with your life being boring at that phase, especially after
Right.
going through all that shit. So,
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
definitely. We're all thinking about you, and you got a lot of T's and P's coming from the cheese bags on our end, and so that's awesome. Uh, let's see what else is going on. Oh, we have hit 9,900 cheese bags
Oh, getting
on the Pest
close.
Control Humor Depot. We are tickling the folds of 10,000, and I cannot wait. Yeah, we are tickling the folds, and I am looking forward to a great celebration coming this fall. Everybody, stay tuned for that because that's gonna be fucking lit, man.
Oh yeah. I will be there. I got my
Yeah.
room booked and everything, so I will be
Out of,
there.
out, out of sight. Yep. I actually got one of our hotel people, one of our the only good Patel I've ever met, and is hooking some of the mod squad up with a little bit of a little bit of a break on the hotel. So that I'm
Oh,
really looking
nice,
forward to this. Yeah. So
nice.
yeah, you should have got to me before you booked your room, Jack.
Well, mine's cancelable. I didn't pay yet. It's
Yeah.
pay when I get there type of thing, and I can cancel up to 24 hours before. So
Okay. Well, I'll get a word into her and let her know that you might be looking. I might be looking for another room. So that'll
is that
work.
the same place that I stayed last time?
It's the one where you stayed with the first time you visited me.
Right. Gotcha.
Yeah, the
Awesome.
one. Yeah, it'll be just before Randy's last lap.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, that place. And did you like it? I mean,
Yeah, it was nice. It was really nice and clean. No problems at
yeah,
all.
good deal.
It was
All
nice.
right. I'm glad to hear that because yeah, she's actually one of the better, one of the actually she's number one Patel in my book.
Oh, then nobody one but that.
We bust a lot of balls in the Patel department, but I'll tell you what, her as she is Patel in name only because she is really awesome. Yeah, she is a bit demanding sometimes. She does tend to break my balls sometimes, but you know what? Um, it's a good business relationship. I do for her, she does for me. It works out pretty good. So,
Nice.
and I really wish that every Patel could be like that, but we know that's not the reality.
No, that's not.
Yeah,
That's not.
I'm sure there's a lot of really sweet and nice people named Karen out there too.
I've never seen one.
Oh, damn! Shots fired.
I
Yeah.
have to let you know something. You're getting so close to that landmark on the depot.
Hmm.
Today, just this afternoon, we hit 30,000 downloads since October 22 when we resurrected the show.
Oh, wow.
30,000 downloads.
Holy shit!
Fuck
That's
yeah.
that's incredible. And I really appreciate you 12 listeners out there downloading it 2,500 times.
Yeah.
I'm totally on board with that. You please continue to download them as obsessively, and I know we're a fetish, so keep going, keep it up.
I'm all about that podcast fetish. So
Mhm.
bring that shit on. Just start at the beginning with the train wreck episode and just let it roll.
Yeah, and being monetized and everything, Jack. What are you going to do with that 38 cents we got?
I think I'm going to Disneyland. I am.
Yeah.
That'll get me
Sizzlers.
a half a mile off
They
the
shut down
mountain.
the Sizzler around you, didn't they?
Western Sizzling. There's one Western Sizzling that still
Western
exists.
Sizzling.
Yeah,
Nice. Wow.
that's good.
Yeah, there used to be a restaurant chain up here called actually up a little bit farther north in Indiana called Sirloin Stockade. Now, I know they obviously did not think the name through. Because I kept seeing these cows like locked up in these things, like medieval times, and having peasants throw garbage at them and stuff. It's like that doesn't sound appetizing at all, unless the shit they're throwing at them is included in the salad bar. It's like Sirloin Stockade. Come on.
I could see like some guy with a horrible forced Texas accent wearing like a plaid shirt and a big old cowboy hat. Come on down to the Sirloin Stockade. Friday night we got prime rib for $2.99 a pound.
Like, what's that
Yeehaw!
play? That place in the show Cheers. For all you Gen X baby boomers out there that remember it, Norm would always go to this place called the Hungry Heifer.
Norm.
Yeah, he go in. He go in. It's like, yeah, give me the feeding frenzy for two.
I want to have I wish there was a bar like that where I walked in and everybody greeted me like they'd greet Norm. As soon as you come in the door, they're like, Norm! As soon as they
Yeah.
walk
Oh
in the door.
yeah.
Every
It's
time.
like, yeah. How's life treating you, Norm? Yeah, like I slept with its wife. Oh my gosh. Yeah, if anybody can catch reruns of Cheers, I recommend it because it was actually a great show. Let's see. I'm okay. I'm gonna have to go ahead and get it out there. We actually did try to have a topic tonight.
Yeah, we tried.
Yeah, we really did try. You know what? And the topic was about webcams. And
Mm-hmm.
we tried. We set it out to the cheese bags. Think we'd really like to get everybody's opinion on their take on cheese bags, on webcams, dash cams, GPS, all that other good hoo ha. And well, you guys were keeping it close to your vest this week, so and I can respect that. There's not you either got an opinion on them or you don't. I mean, that's basically what it boils down to. It did have a couple of people say some stuff about it. I would like to give them their due. We've got one guy, Patrick. Just let me know that insofar as dash cams are concerned, I feel as though they can serve a super valuable purpose, but will always be misused by management. If my current company's Azuga, essentially just a tracking fob in the truck, is anything to go off, it will be used to find otherwise completely asinine issues to complain about. Things like decelerating more than 8 miles an hour in a second, being his chief issue. And, he goes, implemented correctly, only turning on like a police body cam for a short amount of time. He goes, I can see it being pretty useful, but if it's always recording, it's just going to make the techs feel like they aren't trusted. And, I kind of got to go along with him on a couple of those things, Jack. And, I feel like, I feel the whole Big Brother thing, and I'm not going to simp for dash cams. I'm not going to simp for management, and I'm not going to simp for the technicians on this issue because this is one of those things where I can see more than one part of it. Jack, are we recording?
Yeah.
Because I'm showing 8:25, and it's been 8:25 for the past, I don't know, 5 minutes.
I don't know why you froze because it says yours is recording. I'm looking at it right
Okay,
now.
you're recording. Okay, I'm recording. You're recording. Okay, well, So if this show doesn't make it because of a technical issue, that's why. That's why.
Okay, fair enough.
But anyway, but yeah, back to the dash cams. I'm not going to simp for either side of it because I kind of see everybody's opinion on it. The dash cams to me are, it depends. They have it's like it's tantalizing because management would have that power to look in and see what you're doing. And I've said it before, because people are like, well, now, and people just joking around going, yeah, they're not gonna be able to, they'll be able to watch you rub one off in the truck. And it's like, okay, well, fine. At my age, I'm not gonna ignore a boner, so management's just gonna have to watch. And it's like, all right, hey, Bill, it's 4 o'clock. I'll try not to get any on this camera that you've spent all this fucking money on.
Or the brand new truck.
Yeah, and with GPS, you'll know exactly where I'm doing this too. And,
That's right.
Yeah, but on the other hand, they've bailed out a lot of techs. It's like you get into an accident, you've got evidence on whose fault it is. If it's the other person's fault, you got it right there. Okay, yeah, that fucker that fucker ran the red light. That fucker stopped in the middle of a roundabout. That fucker, that motorcycle riding piece of shit did do a lane split where he shouldn't have done a lane split. Yeah, this is all the stuff that happened, and they'll bail you out. I am particularly more fond of the cameras pointing out than the cameras pointing in, because the cameras pointing out are going to tell the entire story. Why do you need them pointing in?
I don't think it is.
If you got somebody running a red light because he fell asleep, you're pointing out, it's going to show him running the red light. I don't give a shit why you ran the red light. You ran the red light. It's your fault. Whether or not it's going to be like, boom or whatever, that's irrelevant.
No, I get it, but the interior ones, it's like there's some people that don't like having smart devices in their home, whether it's Google or Amazon, and they're like, "Oh, it's listening to me." Well, first of all, you got a smartphone. That's always listening to you. Mm-hmm. And second of all, if I'm sitting in my house, burping, farting, pulling on my pud, screaming at the television, and someone wants to listen to that all day, that's their problem, because I don't have any state secrets. So if you want to listen to me bust ass after eating corned beef and cabbage, which is what I was doing for the past 2 days, just good Lord, I'd sound like
cabbage at this time of year. Holy shit!
Oh, fuck yeah! I'm part Scottish, man. But I tell you, it sounded like the Herb Alpert's Tijuana Brass in this house for a couple days. It was pretty good. But hey, Tyler, I'm only going to say the first name because I didn't get
Okay.
permission for the full name. So Tyler said,
Gotcha.
so I got this dash cam installed a few years back. Everyone fucking hated the idea. We were told that no one was going to. Uh-oh.
So
Where'd you
keep
go?
going. Keep going. I'm here.
Okay. So I got this dash cam installed a few years back. Everyone fucking hated the idea. We were told that no one was going to spy on us. They had better things to do. Well, next meeting, we had to sign a non privacy agreement at work while we were in a company vehicle or on the premises. Then they went live one day. It's an owl cam, so I looked it up, figured out how to turn off the interior audio and camera, put black tape over the speaker part and the camera. In another meeting, we were threatened with our bonuses being taken if the cameras weren't set back to factory and uncovered. Needless to say, nothing happened, but what a shit show it caused for no damn reason. And I had said, my response was, that's fucking disgusting that they would do something like that. And he goes, yeah, they were spying one day. Go figure, they noticed my covered camera with no audio. And they can see forward, and that's it. So
yeah. I mean, yeah. Look forward. I mean, that's all. That's really all you need. You don't need to know what the fuck is going on in that cab.
no.
Unless and I in the interest of full disclosure, yes, at our place where I work, we do have them. And
Mm-hmm.
I basically told William the Merciful flat out, I'm not going to do anything in that truck that I haven't already done in front of you. So it's like,
That's fair.
and that's fine. I got no problem with it. But personally, I would rather just see facing out cameras and everything. Bill told me that they only activate the cameras only activate when there's something going on, like a hard break, a hard turn, things like that,
Right.
and that's all perfectly fine. But there's a lot of them out there that don't do that. That they're on and
24
accessible
7.
all the time, and and I kind of understand asset protection and stuff like that, but holy shit, dude, it's like all you need is a camera pointing out, and so I think as far as an invasion of privacy is concerned, yeah, I kind of I understand that, yes, and I agree to a point. The other point is this is not your property. If this was your vehicle with you're the the registration was in your name, the title was in your name, you were making the payments on it, and they said they want you to put a dash cam in your truck, I'd tell them go fuck themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And so if any of that is going on out there, yeah, definitely go fuck themselves. That said, okay, let's look at the other side of this coin here, where we have people that are telling us, well, if they ever put these dash cams in on my trucks, then I'm gone. I'm not working for these motherfuckers anymore. Listen, okay, it's no different. Okay, so are you going to turn down an account or refuse to service an account that has a surveillance camera pointed at the front counter? Are you going to turn down a residential account that has a nanny cam in there? No, you're not going to fucking do that. It's no goddamn different, folks. It's like just just deal with it.
Right.
There shouldn't be anything you're doing. What the fuck are you doing in the cab of your truck that you're worried about somebody else seeing? Fuck's sake, you're at work.
You're blinking in and out, man. Your camera's blinking off and coming back on.
Oh shit. I don't know, man. I don't know what to tell you. Is my audio good?
Your audio is good. Is
So
the
you heard
timer
my
working?
rant then.
Yeah, I heard it, but is the timer working for you again?
Yes, it is. When I that one time when I blacked out, it was not alcohol related this time. It was actually I was having something going on. But once I came back, the timer started going off fine.
Well, I'm leaving this in. I'm not editing this shit out. I'm just gonna leave it in. This
Oh
is
well,
just
good.
raw and
This is
unfiltered.
tales from the raw space.
I tell you,
Raw
if it had
space.
been a male Rottweiler, Tater would have had a raw space right in his face with the penis.
Oh, I don't think raw would be the right word for it. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Rottweiler.
Yeah, you're Rottweiler. Yeah, I was thinking more or less the road more frequently traveled, but anyway.
Oh no. Them's fighting words, man. You better watch out.
Yeah, yeah. There's either going to be a fight breakout or something else breaking out. But anyway, um, so anyway, so I got. So what are you drinking tonight, Jack?
Well,
I know you're kind of keeping an eye on the temple there.
I'm doing the Wilford Brimley and looking after my diabetes.
Oh, so you're drinking liquid oatmeal, Quaker Oats.
No, no, but what I am drinking is unsweet tea in my Tony Spangler Phantom Trimeticide Insecticide tumbler.
Oh, I don't know about you, Jack, but that sure looks like that thing keeps your drinks cool.
Oh, it really does. It's frosty in here.
I mean, it is. It is not. It was night. It got up to 96 degrees here in Indianapolis. I know it's not. It's hotter than some of you fuckers have to deal with. But for us, that's pretty damn hot. And
Mhm.
we got something. And the rubber bottoms,
Mm.
absolutely. But I'll tell you what, man. These things from Tony Spangler at SpanglerArt.com, they keep your shit cool. I'm telling you
Yes, they
what.
do.
And because I've got ice cubes in here from Wednesday. Yeah, I kind of cheated and stuck it in the fridge though, because my ice maker's not working. So from time to time, my lovely bride has to bring a bag of ice home, and there's nothing quite like bagged ice. I mean, you can't beat it. But so I kind of want to keep it. I want to protect my investment, so this goes in the fridge. And yeah, I've got a couple cubes in here that are a couple of days old, and and I owe it all to that Tony Spangler tumbler. But let's not talk so much about how it keeps things cold, but let's talk about these dazzling graphics that he can put
Oh,
on here.
yes.
I mean, look at this. I mean, we've got this handsome mug right here. We've got this handsomer mug right here, and it is all in nice, clear resolution, fine detail. It's a what is it, a 20 ouncer? But it's easy to hold, fits in every cup holder not made by Detroit or Tokyo or
Yes,
Seoul
it
or
does.
Rome or Milan or wherever the fuck. But yeah, I mean, it's the perfect size for your cup holders in your vehicles, and it keeps things cold. And and what hydration is really important this time of year, because
It is,
we're
most
getting in
certainly.
late season, and from time to time you can't get that quite amount of hydration that you need, and it causes problems with your system. So and one of those systems is your urinary system, and you can't get that pee out quite
Hmm.
quick enough.
That's
It
right.
comes out. I mean, it comes out dark and it's nasty. You get a little irritated, makes it hard to pee. Well, Tony's thought of that too by supplying us with the stainless surgical steel grade urethral
Urethral,
sounding rod.
urethral
Exactly.
sounding rod. Yes,
Yep.
that's correct.
And Tony thought enough to keep them edges right there nice and sharp. So it's going to be able to cut through
Hmm.
any swelling and lesion that you may have, and just get right up there. Open the floodgates up and let her rip. And it does. And some of these, if you ask him nicely when you order it, he may send you one of those curved ones, which is perfect for just the right angle.
Peyronie's disease. That's right. It's great for
Peyronie
Peyronie's
for
disease.
Peyronie's disease. But Jack, I also come to find that sometimes your angle is important. So you got your toilet angle, which is this right here. You put it in there and it points right down in the bowl. And you got your urinal angle. You just grab to the other side and slide it in there, and you're going straight into that urinal in the wall. It's perfect.
Speaking of urinals, ladies, if you use that urethral sounding rod, you can actually stand up in the men's bathroom and use the urinal at any sporting event and not have to wait in line for them funk ass toilets. You can
Oh
slide
shit,
that
yeah,
puppy right up and hang that thing out right at the urinal and just let fly, and you're
yeah, because
good.
they put like what 42 men's restrooms in an arena and like four ladies rooms.
And even if they had more ladies' rooms, all them stalls are taken, and most women hover, so there's piss all over the seats, and they're funk ass nasty. So if you walk right into a men's, like going to a Wawa. I mean, you
Well, I
sure
think
don't
it's
want to
more of a
sit on
time. Ooh, the Wawa. Oh
a
shit!
yeah.
And sure it's not like a time management thing. I think in order to save time in those things, I think more ladies should just be not wearing panties.
I'm with you on the zero panty thing most of the time. So you know.
Most of the time, yeah.
But you know, when you sit down on a toilet like ladies have to in ladies' room, ladies' bathroom, you know, not all pee pee times are poo poo times, but all poo poo
Oh, poo-poo
times
times.
are pee pee
Pee-pee
times.
times.
Yes, they are.
Absolutely. Exactly. What that has to do with panties is beyond me. But Tony
And it
Spangler.
has everything to do with it because you don't have it like hanging on your ankles and possibly touching the schmaltz on the floor. And you
Mhm.
don't, you know, and if it's easier access, it saves seconds each time you go. And like, you know, if you go 3 times a day, you possibly saved a minute out of your day just not having to pull down your drawers.
Okay, I'm convinced. All right, sounds good. But anyway, we went on our tirade about urinary tract systems and stuff like that. I don't know if we mentioned that SpanglerArt.com is the place that you can get one of these fine things.
Yes, they are.
And hearing from Tony in the last week or so, he's getting his ass kicked with these. So as I would recommend that we continue to kick his ass. Order today, and
Mm-hmm.
make sure that this guy doesn't get any sleep because he's too busy making tumblers for you. Tony Spangler.
Pesticide.
Yep.
Hell yeah. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Pesticide labels, anything. If you send him an image, family members, whatever, for bridal showers, baby showers, weddings, funerals, company reunions, anything like that, you send him the image and an idea of what you want. He can get it done for you, and they're gorgeous.
If Tony Spangler could, if you can think it, Tony can make it.
That's correct. Absolutely
That's right.
correct.
SpanglerArt.com.
Tony Spangler on Facebook, and you can find him at the Pest Control Humor Depot, our
Our
favorite group.
favorite group. Yeah. So Jack,
Yes, sir.
I have something I was kind of I wanted to talk to you face to face. It felt to me like it was something that I really didn't want to
Uh
mention.
oh. Uh
Um,
oh.
just just through direct messaging or texting or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody, yeah, those of you guys like that have been paying attention, know about the Pest Control Humor Depot Safety Director, Candace Renee, and
Mm-hmm.
the journey that she's on right now. And so I've done the best I can in order to keep everybody informed about what's going on. And I couldn't have done it without the help of her, the branch manager at the place that she works,
Mm-hmm.
Corey Forrester, and just so, he's been keeping me updated as best he can. And
Right. Right.
one of the things I love about Corey is that he reminds me a little bit of me because he really cares about these people even after something like this happens. I you know I I was I come from a career background where folks in her situation are swiftly forgotten. And I have tried to my damnedest to make a point to never be that kind of person with the people that I've worked with. I've always
Oh, we
tried to
witnessed it. We
I've
witnessed
always
it
tried to be I've
firsthand.
always tried to be engaged with their situations, not because I felt some sort of moral obligation to them, but because I really cared about them. And
Right.
I liked them as people. I respected them. I appreciated the work they did, and in some cases, I loved them. And
Mm-hmm.
Candace is Corey, the relationship, the business relationship, work relationship that Corey has with Candace seems to be no exception. And we've talked about the journey that she's been going through and the struggles that she's had with the situation. And anybody that's had a friend or a loved one go through that pretty much knows that it's a long road, in order
Mm-hmm.
to
Yes,
to
it
get
is.
to get through that. And every little bit, every little snippet of I don't know, advancement is a step in the right direction. And
Hell
it
yeah.
really needs it needs to be recognized as that. um, we can see pictures of the people that that have gone through something like this, and they look so different. I mean, it's just they're going through a completely different phase in their lives, and it's just something that you really you don't recognize them sometimes. And
Mm-hmm.
but Candace has not been that type of person. I've seen pictures. I saw a picture just last week of her clutching a stuffed bear, a lavender scented stuffed bear to be exact.
Mm-hmm.
And I still saw the twinkle in her eyes. So things are tough for her, but she's really fighting, and she's having she's having a really tough time at it, but she's doing great. In fact, Corey got with me earlier today and told me, "Hey, brother, I went to see Candace this morning, and I did see something remarkable. I walked up beside her bed and told her I was there, and she opened her eyes and shifted her eyes to lock into mine. She continued to stare straight into my eyes when I spoke to her. I can definitely tell she's still there." And then actually today, she, because she's been trying to talk. She's been trying to
Mm-hmm.
speak, and I can only imagine what that's like. Because not a whole lot of detail was, a great deal of detail was conveyed to me about what's going on, where she's at, and stuff like that with it. But I got one today at about 5 o'clock, and saying from Corey saying I visited Candace today, and she made an actual joke. Yes. I was telling her that I had to get a colonoscopy next week and that I was nervous about it. And she looked up at me and she said, "It might be a shit show." Busted up laughing. And I was just, she went from trying to talk to talking in the blink of an eye. You
Fantastic.
know, and when he told me that, I said, "I think my wife's chopping onions in the kitchen right now," and
Uh,
I will definitely let everybody know on the show tonight. And and I had to let Corey know. It's like, I am so happy she's progressed to the point where she's busting your balls again.
well, Candace, if
But
you hear it, if you hear it now, or if you hear it later, we love you. We've been thinking about you all the time, telling everybody to glove up for Candace, and I'm so fucking happy to hear about that progress. That is fantastic. That's
and
awesome.
and and a special Tales from the Crawl Space thank you to Corey Forrester for
Oh
keeping
yeah,
me informed, keeping us informed as to
for
what's
sure.
going on with our Candace. We really miss her, and I'm looking really forward to, she will always be, not only always be in our thoughts and prayers, but she will always be a member of the mod squad for PCHD.
Hell
And
yeah.
so her chair is waiting for her to come back, and because there's been a lot of shit going on that she needs to fucking address. I mean, the place is fucking falling apart without her. I mean, there are people not wearing bee suits. There are people not wearing gloves. There are people just doing all kinds of fucked up shit, and it's because Candace is going through this, and we understand that. And we do the best we can to let those people know, hey, quit being a dick and put some fucking gloves on or a bee suit, right? But
I'll tell you.
um,
Speaking of shit shows, she had it right. It's a shit show.
a literal shit show, exactly. I don't. Yeah, that's a part of the conversation I'd really rather not discuss because I'm due for one next year.
Oh, what are you enjoying there, buddy? What are you drinking?
I'm still working on my retirement liquor, which is Evan Williams Bottle and Bond. It's 100
Very
proof,
nice.
and of course, it's aged just under a week, which is expected from the bottled and bond types of liquors, and gets you where you're going. I am on my third week of this, so I really have been picking at it a little bit less than normal, and I attribute that to the issue that I had with my teeth. Um, one of
Sure,
the things
sure.
I was on a regular regimen of gabapentin in order to keep the pain down, so I could actually make some fucking money by working. And so I haven't had a chance to do a whole lot of hardcore drinking like I normally do. But rest assured, my teeth are fixed, and I'll be back on the saddle.
Well, I'll tell you, we have to do an inebriated episode sometime, like we did the inebriated termite show, because I'm willing to tie one on every once in a while. I try to be
Uh-huh.
good about it. I really do try to be good about it. As much as I love my beer, I try to be good about it. But
Yeah.
I figure I can give myself a hall pass for an episode
I think so too,
sometime.
and I think we need to have guests that night too.
Oh yeah, we do.
Absolutely.
I wonder who that guest could be. I don't know.
Let's see.
I have a feeling I know who would keep up with us or surpass us in the imbibing. I know exactly who
Yes.
that would
It
be.
all it all depend it all depends on where you're going, what you're thinking, okay? Because if it's malted beverages, it's one person. If it's distilled beverages, it's another person. If it's freaking pharmaceuticals, it's another person. And if it's organically grown hallucinogens, it's another person. So
Well, I'll give
we've
you my
got four
hint.
people we could go with here. But
Well,
I don't know if I want somebody tripping balls on shrooms on the show.
my candidate. You've seen a covered turd cutter. You've seen that. Um, there's a lot
An
of
eclipse
karaoke going on.
an eclipsed turd cutter.
Yes, you did see an eclipse turd cutter. A lot of karaoke and a lot of malted beverages,
Mm-hmm.
and that's
Yeah.
always a good time with
Ah.
that one.
Mm-hmm. And mine would have been one who could double fist a hard liquor and a soft drink at the same time while still managing to contribute well to a podcast.
We need to get both of them on.
Yes, I think
Uh,
I would have to agree with that.
we'll have to just do an inebriated whatever show. I mean, it doesn't have to be as. I mean,
How about hey Jack?
but
Inebriated, ask us anything.
oh fuck, that would be great.
Yeah,
That'd be fun.
ask us, ask them, ask us.
I'm gonna start priming the pump before the show, so I'm
I
ready
think
to
so.
go, and
Yeah.
and I am not to be held responsible for anything that comes out of my mouth.
Oh, we never hold you responsible for anything, Jack.
That's a good thing because I say some weird shit
You know what?
sometimes.
You hold yourself responsible way too much, to be honest with you. Because I gotta tell you, you do that a lot.
I hate that. I hate it. I hate that verbal grudge. It bugs me. I'd rather say a
Yeah.
lot, but
Well,
I don't know.
I am an absolutely guy, and I'm not going to change for you or anybody else.
That's all right.
Yeah.
No, we'll have the inebriated ask us anything. That's a good one.
Hmm. Yeah.
Um, we do have the one that we want to look into with generational pest control because I already
Hmm.
have one guy. His father started the business, and him and his brother have followed suit in the business. And I would love to get them on. And I think that we would love to find another family where there's multiple generations in the
Hmm.
business, and try to have both generations on if
I think
possible.
that's a great idea. Yeah. I mean, for future episodes, guys, everybody out there, let us know what you'd like to hear. If you'd like to, something that you would like for us to dedicate an entire hour to, and we'll see what we can do about getting it on there.
Oh yeah.
And even if we just get, we get a lot of ideas, and it's nothing that we can actually cobble an entire show of. We'll just do like a potpourri show or something, with just random stuff. We could get together. And this is a prime example. I've got a guy named Christian that hit me up right under the wire tonight, and he goes, oh my god, today doing a termite crawl space treatment, I got towards the middle of under the home, and there was a used condom. And he goes, LMAO, man, that would be rough getting it on in the crawl space. And then he adds, it didn't look too old either.
Well, no one's going to walk in on you. That's for sure.
Well, I don't know. The pest control guy might, or maybe it was the pest control guy that actually did it.
It could have been.
Okay,
Christian, what have you been doing?
maybe Christian, maybe he had a trainee. Yeah, and, maybe he was covering
He
his
was
tracks.
training him something. He
You
was
think it was
training
no? I
something.
think it was. I think this post is Christian trying to cover his tracks. He had a trainee. He went down there. He did the diggity, the giggity giggity, and then he's like, halfway home, and he's like, oh fuck, I left that Trojan in that crawl space.
I need
Yeah,
plausible deniability. I need
that's right. What
plausible
if a
deniability.
plumber goes in there and finds it? It's like, oh shit, yeah, nice try, Christian. Now it's on the air.
He'll turn it inside out, shake it out, and use it again.
Yeah, so basically, again, we had a hard time deciding what we were going to do today, so we decided to shoot the shit with each other. So when I got this, I replied to Christian, "Out of hell with it. We'll figure out how to get it on the show." So Christian, mission accomplished.
Someone had they wrapped it up. They gloved up. So good for
Wrap
them.
it up.
No glove,
I'll
no
take it.
love.
Wrap it up.
Dun, 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 dun,
I'll
dun, dun,
take
dun,
it.
dun, 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 dun.
Oh! Speaking of rockin' tunes, man. Okay, everybody
Huh.
has to get gasoline when everybody has to fuel up. I was here. I go to the Kroger over here, and this is not for the work vehicle. My wife and I, Ellen, my beautiful bride, has got a Kroger Plus card, and
Mhm.
she will buy like gift cards and stuff like that to get fuel points. And with the Kroger card, you're allowed 1,000 fuel points a month of things that you buy, and it's like for every dollar you get a point. Or yeah, and then sometimes they will do specials where they'll put like 4 times the fuel points if you buy like
Right,
a gift
right.
card from another store, Lowe's, Red Robin, whatever the fuck, Cracker Barrel. Um, and so my beautiful, intelligent, frugal bride will wait for those 4 time fuel point specials to pop up.
Hmm.
She'll get like, okay, say, okay, we own a house, so Lowe's cards, those are always going to be used.
Oh,
Something's
sure.
always going to fucking break, especially in a 45-year-old house. Cracker Barrel. Whenever we go on vacation, it's a tradition for us to, when we get on the road, start driving, we get up early in the morning, hit the road, we stop at a Cracker Barrel for breakfast. So those are going to get used. Gas cards, like for Shell, BP, whatever, those are going to get used. She gives them away to my esteemed daughter, for helping us out instead of giving her cash
Right,
because
right.
I just spend it on meathead. But anyway, um, the so she accumulates those points rather quickly. So for $250 worth of gas car or worth of gift cards, she can get 1,000 points for the month, and that gives
Hmm.
us $1 off a gallon of gas up to 35 gallons. So we caravan each of our both of our home whips go to Kroger at the same time to fuel up. I've got 2 5-gallon gas cans, and we get in there and we fill up. Okay, while I'm sitting there, what I'm getting at is while I'm sitting there pumping the gas, this particular Kroger that I go to has some of the fucking best music piping in over the canopy. And because I was like, that one, wrap it up. They were playing that one time. One time they were fucking playing shit like Dear Mr. Fantasy from Traffic.
Oh,
Uh,
nice.
yeah, Twice as hard as the first time from Black Crows.
Ah, no, some black crows.
Yeah, twice as
Says
hard
hard
as it
as it
was
was
the
the
first
first
time.
time I said goodbye.
Goodbye. And I'm sitting there, I'm just rocking out, right? And Ellen is sitting, behind me in the other vehicle, waiting for me to finish pumping gas, watching me just singing. She's just like, man, they're playing some good shit in here, aren't they, Brad? Yeah, all right, yeah, fuck yeah. So it's always good. But if you go to a Speedway, 7-Eleven, stuff like that, it's just that nasty piped in, advertisements and shit coming off the pumps. Fuck them. Yeah, Kroger rocks.
Well, I'll tell you, the Martins down here does the same type of thing, but you can actually get your savings all the way to like where you're only paying 20 cents a gallon for
Uh huh.
gas. And
Wow.
I had a friend that would rack it up, and
No
when it was
shit.
almost the time to the point where the points were going to expire, she had it
Mhm.
down. I think one time to 5 cents a gallon, up to 35 gallons. So she had her gas cans
Wow.
with her and everything. She filled her
Oh
car
hell
up,
yeah.
her daughter's car up, and a couple gas cans just to make
Oh,
sure.
5 cents gallon shit, man. Milk jugs, fucking plastic bags.
I've been
They held
spitting mouthfuls of it in my Tony Spangler tumbler just to make sure.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah. And I'd fill this one up because it's already flammable as fuck.
Yeah, that's hot, some hot shit. I gotta tell you, my Tony Spangler tumblers and are my daily driver. Really,
Mhm.
I have other drinkware in the house. As a matter of fact, I have 10 of those Pizza Hut indestructible red tumblers.
Get the fuck out. You
I
do?
got I got 10 of them,
You
but
suck.
but I but every day I'm walking around the house with one of these because I don't have to worry about my drink getting warm on me. And I know that
Exactly.
we already showed some love for Tony, but no shit, this is genuinely my daily driver walking around
Uh
with one of
huh.
my tumblers all day long.
Oh yeah. Oh hell yeah, man. It's hard to get ice to melt in these fuckers.
Yeah,
And
it is.
it really is. It's like there's nothing like getting up in the middle of the night. You're all dried out and shit, and you got to get something. You got to get something cold in your mouth, and And so it was like Tony's tumbler sitting right there with the ice from last night, going, "Hey, Brad, I still got your back."
Look, I
I'm
got
looking
you,
down
buddy.
at it. I'm
I
looking
got you,
down
buddy.
at it like you sure the fuck do, man. Whew.
Well, I'll tell you, other than work, since I'm retired, I've been spending my time getting my garage all set up, man. I've got my dad's fish that he had caught a long time ago. One of them was caught in 1975 in the Gulf
Mhm.
Stream. A kingfish, 2 foot long, 35-pound kingfish. Got all those mounted on the wall. My grandfather's little neon light. Got the picture of him from the U.S. Navy.
Mhm.
Everything all set up. So I've been puttering around the garage, man, and just I got my dad's Boseway radio, and I got my iPad out there, and I got them both. I got a little Bluetooth key fob thing that you plug into the back of the Boseway radio.
Mhm.
So I got my Southern Rock playlist going in the garage through the
Fuck yeah.
Boseway. It sounds good, man. I think I've spent more time out there than I have in the house.
Oh hell yeah. What's the temperature like up there on the mountain these days?
Right now, it is about 7. Echo, what's the weather outside?
Good evening, Jack. The current weather is 72 degrees Fahrenheit with mostly cloudy skies. Tonight, you can expect clouds with a low of 67 degrees.
72 right now, 67 tonight. But I've been surrounded by clouds today. I've been up in the
It's
clouds all day.
it's 89 right now. It's 7:30 at night. The sun's
Mhm.
starting to sun's starting to say goodnight, and it is still 89 degrees. It got up to 96 here today, which is a record for the day here in Indiana. I know Arizona's probably like 100 in hell, but I'm a Hoosier. What am I going to do? But um, yeah. But anyway, I was hoping it would be a little bit cooler up there because you are closer to closer to outer space than I am up there on the
Yeah,
mountain.
it is.
I
It's
figured,
nice.
hey, it's 42 up here.
I'm up in the clouds right now. I'm actually legitimately in the clouds. I can sit there and watch them go by the house. So,
Yeah. Well, one thing I'm looking forward to here in the very near future is to come up there to the mountain, have
mm-hmm,
a drink with you, toast to your old man and your older man,
mm-hmm.
and then keep drinking until I pass out on the floor in your garage.
That
And
works.
with the coolness of the concrete to keep my temperature regulated, and
Mm-hmm.
wake up with a rip roaring headache, come into your bathroom, take a gigantic smelly shit in there, and get my day going. So yeah, I'm looking forward to christening your house proper, Jack.
We will make that happen, man, for sure.
I know
Um,
so.
and God damn it, I was going to say something. I done forgot what it was. It was on the tip of my tongue, and I forgot it. Holy shit!
Holy shit!
I hate
Wasn't
when
that
that
the episode
happens.
last week? Holy shit,
It
part two.
was part deuce. Yes, it was.
Yeah, the shit was so holy we had to do it twice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, next week we're gonna have to take a hiatus. I've been invited to go to my buddy Richard's farm for the weekend
Oh,
and
nice.
shoot and
Oh,
drink
hey, nice.
and shoot some more and drink and eat. So and just basically get away from all of this.
Oh,
So
I remember what I wanted to say. Two things. First of all, when you go on your vacation this time, you
Mhm.
need to find a Bojangles and you need to get a country ham and egg
Yes, I
biscuit.
do, and I'm going into Bojangles country too. I have not forgotten. I remember you telling me about Bojangles country
I
ham
sent you
biscuit.
pictures, man. I was
You
like, check that
did.
out.
You totally did. Yeah. But I've already told my bride about that. So yeah, we're definitely going to make Bojangles a stop.
Oh, it's worth it.
Yeah, I mean, my daughter. Okay, we're going with my daughter and her boyfriend Meathead, and where is she? My daughter has not, and she's 33 years old. She has not taken an adult vacation. I mean, she went with us and stuff, when she was little because she had to. She had no choice. She was a fucking kid. But
Hmm.
but now she's become a responsible adult, and she's been working so hard that we're like, you know what, you need to go with us this time. So we got her. The resort that we booked. We got a lockout, so they'd have their own place and we'd have ours, and they could go do their thing if they want to, and we could do our thing. But she has come up with an itinerary that is so meshed, and it makes me feel so good because that means she wants to spend time with us.
Nice.
and
Nice.
but she's but we're gonna be in Sevierville, Tennessee, the week of the 17th. So it's the cheesebags out there. Reach out to me if you'd like to hook up and maybe just say hey to each other. I may have a couple magnets with me, and we're also going to be on. Excuse me. On I think it's the Tuesday that we're down there that week. We're going to be in Chattanooga. We're going to be going up to the aquarium up there, and
Nice.
we're going to be eating lunch at the Yellow Deli, and hopefully make it back to the resort in time to pass out. So, but anyway, so yeah, we're looking forward. So I'm hoping I run into some cheese bags out there. We will be making our annual pilgrimage to Benton's Country Hams and Bacon, so I can stock up for the year. And so I'm really looking forward to it. It's been a long season. I hope you cheese bags and cheese baguettes out there are able to take some time off and kind of scrape the greasy, waxy residue off your bodies that has been the 2024 bug season. So
Yeah.
yeah.
But speaking of vacations, I'm going to double dip in October because I'll be coming out to you the first weekend of October.
That's right, you are.
And if there's any cheese bags in the Myrtle Beach area, Miss Sarah Jessica Suklal, I remember meeting her last year. The third weekend, I'm going to do a long weekend, the 18th through the 21st, in Surfside Oceanfront Resort, just south of Myrtle Beach. That's where Sarah Jessica came out to meet me. It was awesome meeting her. But
maybe get here again.
Yeah, that'd be cool. If anybody else in the Myrtle Beach area wants to get together and go to Scotty's Beach Bar right across from the hotel that I stay at, I'd be happy to buy you a beer.
Outstanding. And also I'm looking way ahead. Probably in February 2025, Ellen and I may be heading back out to the Big Island.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's right.
Big Island.
Yeah, Hawaii.
Oh shit! Okay.
Yeah, we're fucking looking into taking a trip to Hawaii.
Well, the only thing I'm gonna say about this is we may be taking a trip to French Lick next July.
That's right. I didn't know if you were going to mention that, but yeah, I can't wait. If that actually comes together. I can't wait for you to see that hotel out at West Baden.
That would be awesome.
It is fucking incredible. As a matter of fact, we were out there several years ago, and I think I still have some video in my computer somewhere. I'll send to you.
Okay.
They were having a convention out there of it was Gossamer ultralight model airplane convention, and there's the whole building, West Baden Springs, is a gigantic dome. It's a circular building, and the main part, I mean, it's really extremely high, beautiful cut glass, and the court, just like a courtyard in the middle of it, and they were flying them fuckers all through that damn place.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh yeah, because the propellers go really slow on those things, and they're just like, they look like dragonflies in slow motion. They're way up in the air, and it was fucking amazing. So if I can shop, but you would, if the place is open, the place is hit or miss anymore.
Right.
Because last year I got hit by a tornado. And
fuck.
Yeah, so a lot of things got fucked up on it, and then it had closed a while during the pandemic, and so yeah, there's been it's been kind of hit or miss whether or not if it's open. If it is open when we were down there, you and I are going to spend an afternoon there, sitting in the courtyard, chilling out, vibing, and drinking, and yeah. So,
there's gonna be a lot of drinking on that trip for sure.
Yeah. I mean, definitely with the people that we're going to be we're projected to be hanging out with. I'm pretty sure the drink will flow, the blood will spill.
Oh,
Like the boys want to fight, you better let them.
That's right. Phil in it said it best, and I'm all for it. I'm down for that. And just so everybody knows, I happen to notice this because it's my favorite thing to see in the sky in the colder months. The weather's going to be changing here sooner rather than later because Orion is in the sky at night. Now, when you start, the constellation Orion is a winter constellation, and I'm starting to see them. So, cooler weather's coming, so don't despair. It's going to
Orion
happen.
is a rising.
That's right.
Yeah, yeah, and that also bodes well for us as cheese bags, because holy shit, it's been one fucking hell of a summer. I don't know about you guys, but I have been getting my ass beat up by stinging insect jobs and stuff like that, and that's just been everything right now, which is great. Don't get me wrong, I love to do them, but man, oh man, I'd like to get into something a little bit different. I just wish another bug would come up that I wish God would invent another bug for me to kill because this is getting kind of monotonous.
It'll happen. You'll be worried more about rodents than anything here soon enough.
Yeah, I mean, right now it's like it used to be murder hornets. Now we're dealing with something called corn sweat.
Corn sweat?
You haven't heard of corn sweat?
No.
Oh shit, corn sweat. Apparently, and I hadn't heard of corn sweat until this year. All right, the corn right now in the Midwest, the corn crops, they're beginning to dry out. Because they're towards the end. The stalk is towards the end of its life. It's going to dry out. Now it releases moisture as it dries out. The moisture of the corn and an acre of corn is supposed to every day is supposed to equal about 9,000 gallons. Up to 9,000 gallons a day.
Wow.
An acre of corn is being released from these corn stalks into the air. And that is what they are blaming the fucking humidity in the Midwest on this year.
Really?
Really?
Because I lived out in Northwest Illinois for about 3 years, and I never heard that once.
Jack, you can link the fuck out of this. I will send them to you. It seriously is a thing on the news.
Corn sweat.
Fucking
gotcha.
Corn sweat. You know what I think of corn sweat? It sounds like swamp ass, doesn't it?
It does. It does.
Oh man, it's like I worked a 12-hour shift. Today is 90 degrees. Man, I got corn sweat early.
Well, you get swamp ass, famunda cheese, and corn sweat because it's on my cob. It's right on the cob.
It's like that sounds like what would be on the menu at a restaurant in hell.
Well, we're gonna have you got some I don't know what to say, and you're just gonna have with a side of corn sweat.
I'm gonna start off with swamp ass.
With a little famunda cheese on the side.
If you can wait till I'm done with the swamp ass and bring the murder hornets with a side of corn sweat. Oh fuck! Oh shit!
And for dessert, I'd like some Mauschwitz.
Mauschwitz.
And the demon server be like, that's why you're here, right? That's the whole reason you're here.
That's right.
We heard you.
That's right. You could have just ordered the chicken, but no.
An entire legion of Jews wished for you to be here.
Fuck. Oh my god!
Look at that!
Just for that, you're gonna be reincarnated as a potato.
I'm choking again. Damn, that's awesome.
Oh shit, you suck. I got coming out of my nose.
That's a good note to end the show on, though. So I tell you,
absolutely.
Everybody, thanks for tolerating us for an hour talking about nothing in particular.
Nope.
We love you. 30,000 and damn near hitting the landmark for the depot as well. You guys are fucking awesome. So do us a favor for Brad, myself, Pest Control Humor Depot, our favorite group, Tales from the Crawl Space Podcast. We ask you to glove up for Candace and bug off.